Parents can be crucial to how someone develops as a person, and this can be very true of fictional characters, as seen in the characters in Mass Effect. Hi, it's Rima from Mass Effect Odyssey, and today we'll be looking at how parents, and in particular father figures, are portrayed in the Mass Effect universe, and how this shapes the characters we love. Mass Effect characters and father figures seem to have a complicated relationship, with many of the main cast being affected. So let's have a quick look at some of the characters we've found having dysfunctional relationships with their fathers. Jacob is one of the most obvious examples of this dynamic, as seen in Mass Effect 2. During Jacob's loyalty mission, Jacob's father, Ronald Taylor, has been missing for 10 years. However, when the crew actually encounter the Hugo Gernsback, they find that Jacob's father has allowed his crew to succumb to neural decay by forcing them to eat tainted food and treating the survivors like animals. This understandably forces Jacob to question his father's character.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock, they become animals.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
The other Cerberus operative has an even more strained relationship with her father. Henry Lawson created both Miranda and her sister Oriana by scientific endeavours, even resorting to doubling his X chromosome to remove the need for a mother, all in the hopes of securing the perfect dynasty. Miranda's relationship with her father actually started quite amicably, with her father doting on her, but as soon as she realised his motivations, Miranda broke free from him and then tried to save her sister as well. Liara doesn't really have a relationship with her father, only knowing that she was another Asari and that she seemingly didn't want to be identified. This non-existent relationship didn't seem to openly affect Liara, but it's later revealed that Benezia had left Atheta before Liara was born. Their reunion shows how much they do have in common, both having a flair for subterfuge and both having a deep love for Benezia. Tali is another crew member whose loyalty mission in Mass Effect 2 revolves around their father. Tali shows that she had a good relationship with her father based on the mutual interest in technology and the safety of the flotilla. However, the revelation that her father was responsible for a Geth attack on the flotilla shows that her relationship with her father was a little strained. Though she does want to take the fall for his memory, she does later share with Shepard how she feels she lived for his approval rather than for herself.
She did whatever it took to stop her father. She never gave in to him, never changed herself to please him. Don't me. You sound like a Vorcha.
Seeing a bit of yourself in Miranda fighting her father?
I spent my life trying to live up to him, then making up for his mistakes, doing what he'd have wanted.
It's never that easy.
Rex blames his broken relationship with his father on the Genophage, stating it reduced the Krogans to animals. His father, Warlord Jarod, tried to ambush Rex and his clan in the Hollows, a secret ground for the Krogans, which was something that ran deeply against their beliefs. This ended in Rex surviving the attack but killing his father in the process. Much like Miranda, both of these characters were created in a sense. Edie tries to break herself away from her father, the Elusive Man, and his ideals, and then decides based on her own will to assist Shepard in the Normandy. Grunt was created by Warlord Okeer and was designed to be the perfect Krogan. Grunt, however, finds himself not choosing to be the perfect Krogan, but choosing to find himself a purpose. In Mass Effect Homeworlds Part 3, you get to see a very small aspect of Garrus' home life on Palaven, and specifically his relationship with his father. It's revealed that his father was particularly harsh on him, especially when it came to military practice. They also didn't see eye to eye when it came to working for CSEC, with Garrus' father being a member of the Old Guard, with Garrus also wanting to be progressive. However, during the events when Sidonis betrays Garrus and his team on Omega, Garrus apologizes to his father when he believes he's going to die, with his father responding to finish up his target practice and come home to Palaven to sort everything out. James was predominantly raised by his uncle Emilio, as his father, Joshua Sanders, was a known red sand addict. In the Mass Effect Homeworlds comics, James' very strained relationship with his father is explored, with his father even threatening his enlistment to the Alliance with blackmail. Thane is an example of a not-so-stellar father. He's shown in Mass Effect 2 abandoning his son Kolyat after the murder of his mother in order to get revenge for Erika's death. However, Thane later tried to reconcile with his son, and even having a good relationship with him by the end, near his death. If Shepard has an Earthborn or colonist past, their parents are either dead or they never really knew them. However, if they are a spacer, Shepard's parents are both supposedly Alliance officers who are alive and well. Hannah Shepard, Shepard's mother, is mentioned in all 3 games, with her sending messages, mentions by other characters, and even a phone call in the Citadel DLC. However, Shepard's father is never mentioned. The lack of a father for Shepard has been theorized to be due to the intention to make Shepard like a messiah. However, theories have also floated around to who Shepard's father could be, with Anderson, Hackett, and even the Elusive Man being thrown around. However, Shepard does seem to see David Anderson as a clear father figure. Other characters such as Cayde and Ashley seem to have very good and positive relationships with both their parents. Father figures seem to be either hugely absent from the game or are shown to be manipulative or treacherous. In the case of EDI, Grunt and Miranda, they seem to be fighting against what their father's perceived intentions for them were. And in the case of Garrus, Jacob, Tali, Rex and even James, they seem to be trying to break away from their father's shadows and motivations and becoming their own persons. Fiction itself seems to follow the trope of heroes being either orphaned or having difficult relationships with one or both of their parents. From superheroes like Batman, to the fairy tale characters like Cinderella and Snow White, to mythical figures like Hercules. Doug Mataconis from the Outside the Beltway suggests that the trope allows for heroes to be, quote, the ultimate individualist, stating that this makes them the mysterious loners who are only tied to their ideals, much like those cowboys of the classic westerns. Others like the Wise Geek agree with this idea, suggesting the idea that characters are free from any attachments and obligations, but they also suggest that maybe due to not having a fully functional family unit, they may also have a, quote, a rare insight of observing the world from a completely different perspective, and that they may be more likely to be protective of others. Mothers, on the other hand, have a strong focus in the series. Some examples include the very maternal presence of the Asari culture, Benezia, Samara, Cayde, Ashley and Garrus' mothers, Erika, Hannah Shepard, Erdnot Bakara, and even Arya Talok. They are definitely shown as being flawed, their actions sometimes being questionable at times, but mostly they are shown to redeem their actions and be nurturing, present and relatable. Many of the characters in the Mass Effect universe seem to have complicated relationships with their fathers. Though this seems to be subtly done, it seems fairly intentional on BioWare's part. Is this because it's a trope as part of the hero's journey? Is it to denote biblical connotations, or is it to isolate the character and make them a lone wanderer of sort that is forced to question their motivation or character? Whatever the reason, it'll be interesting to see if this carries on to Mass Effect Andromeda. Will our new protagonists have a strong father figure, or will they follow in Shepard's footsteps? We'd love to know your thoughts on this subject, as it's something a little different to the videos we've done in the past. Tell us what you think about parents in the Mass Effect universe in the comments below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and please share this video to help the channel grow. And as always, we look forward to seeing you next time.